not every team has the face of the team, right? Like you got faces of each team. Some are just faces of that team. Some actually really match sort of the city, the vibe. To me, I think Cade is that guy, right, Lou? Like if I had to draw in my mind the face of the Detroit Pistons.
Oh yeah, no, this fits.
Hell yeah, it's not even close.
I was about to say from top to bottom, even their coach. Everybody understands the assignment in Detroit, and I love it. Sometimes you shy away from history, or you shy away from cultures that's being built because you want to create your own. Now, these guys said, we know what the bad boys look like, and we're going to step into that, and we're going to be 2.0. Down to throwing a little hands from time to time. They have the toughness. They have the grit. They're actually playing really good basketball because I think you got to keep the first things first. Like, if these guys were just fighting and being physical and getting their ass whooped, we wouldn't care. They're actually going out and playing really solid basketball, and they're leading the East with it. And on the other side, they have a reputation of being a tough team that you can't push around either. So I like everything about what Detroit has, and Cade being the head of that snake and him having that temperament. I like the fact that you don't hear him in the media a lot. You don't hear about no off-court stuff, and he's not a big trash talker. He goes out there, he do his thing, and at the same time, his temperament is one of such that you still don't want to go out there and play with him at all and try to disrespect him or any of those things. And so I love it from top to bottom.
Our good brother Lou Will, two hoes with me like I'm Lou Will. Showing Detroit some love and said that Cade Cunningham is the perfect leader for the Detroit Pistons. And ultimately, they got it right. We can talk about, missing out on Victor Wembanyama. It'd have been sick. Victor Wembanyama and Cade Cunningham, that would have been sick. You know what I'm saying? Missing out on, other guys, John Moran, Zion Williamson, Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? Missing out just on, and then it's been opportunities within the lottery. Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker. I mean, we can go on and on. That list is long. Carmelo Anthony. That list is long. It's Al Capone fucking track record. But you got Detroit Pistons Talk playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And Cade is perfect. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like what you want in a leader. He ain't too rah-rah. He got an even keel, but he can turn, but he got an edge to him. I know when he smacked Jalen Green, I'm like, yeah, he got that edge to him. And somebody in my comments, you wanted to pick Jalen Green. Nah, I didn't say that. I said, if they not going to play, you go back and look at the video. I said, if they not going to play Cade Cunningham on the ball, I would rather take Jalen Green. That's exactly what I said. Ask D. Taylor, ask Benjamin Foe. I said, if they are not going to play Cade Cunningham as the lead guard, I'd rather have Jalen Green. That's exactly what I said. But, people going to run what they want to run with. But I like Jalen Green's game. Hope he figure it out in Phoenix. But yeah, man, it's already nice. But yeah, man, but yeah, he's the perfect guy. Troy Weaver probably deserves to get a championship ring. And if they win a championship, with this core, he deserves a championship ring. And like I said, Teresian did a great job. Asar Thompson, I was the only one in Detroit beating my chest for the Thompson twins. I actually studied them. I'm like, people talking about overtime. I didn't know what the overtime elite was. But I can tell, these motherfuckers can play. They can play. You know what I'm saying? And, people in Detroit love it. I know people saying, I'm not sure about that, CJ. And I'm like, you motherfuckers can play, both of them. I'm like, they nice. They played in the overtime. Hey, if you can hoop, you can hoop. And one thing you find, bro, it's hoopers that I didn't hoop with, like, they can easily be in the league. You know what I'm saying? A lot of politics be involved in it, right? Tyreek Evans somewhere on somebody's team giving people buckets somewhere. OJ Mayo, who got suspended out the league somewhere, giving somebody buckets somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Lenny Cook is still getting niggas buckets. You feel me? But Cade is just good attitude. Even keel. He got an edge, a silent killer to him. And then he'll show some emotion. He'll talk his shit. But it's humble brags. He's a humble bragger. So really, and he played defense. And the one thing about it, man, you know what, man? I'm gonna turn this video into this, man, because I didn't talk about it. I don't know somebody brought this up on the internet, and they said, Cade Cunningham ain't like Trae Young. I like Trae Young. Don't take away. But Trae Young bitched, complained, pouted about his time in Atlanta. And, Cade was in a way worse situation. He never complained. He never pouted. He never cried. He was injured early. Him and Ivy couldn't get on the same. They couldn't get on the same level. They couldn't play together and get a good sense to play with each other. I was injured. He was injured. I was injured. He was injured. And he didn't complain. The bitch complained or won out. He just got better. And my thing about him is this, and with a lot of young players, this is why I'm more of a promoter of these guys to at least go to college for 2 or 3 years. Because a lot of these guys' bodies not ready for the NFL. For the NBA. A lot of these guys' body is not ready for the NBA. They're not. But, I think his body wasn't quite ready for that jump yet. And I think, his brother, his trainer, the Pistons staff, they got him physically prepared. They got him physically prepared for the NBA. He wasn't ready for it. A lot of these guys that get in, they not. LeBron is an anomaly. LeBron is an elite level. He's an elite level, like genetically, bro. Like he's genetic free. But you got to build that body up, and then you started to talk about kind of the microplastics in the food, the lack of hydration, because a lot of everybody eating a high sodium diet, but a lack of hydration, too much water, but not enough, drinking enough water. And then you talk about, you start to really talk about like what really causes injuries, and per se, you don't have to stretch to be ready to work out or for a thing. You just got to be properly fucking hydrated and properly strength and condition. So when you start talking about the core work and the leg work, and you start talking about flexibility and the stretch work, the hip flexibility, the hip flexors, the pelvic floor muscles, you know what I'm saying? When you start talking about blood flow and all that type of stuff that you need, it's not that you need brute strength. It's not that you need brute strength. A lot of times it's just, them hips, the core, the legs, the glutes, and a lot of that has a direct tie to your sexual health. A lot of fellas don't understand that. A lot of that is tied directly into, your sexual health. So a lot of them guys don't be ready for that yet, but he's delivered, being the face of the franchise, he's delivered, his demeanor, his not complain, put his head down, not point the finger. And then he's able to tell guys and they respect his leadership. Hey, do this, do that. And JB came in and it's like he accepted it. And then when you at the bottom, the way the Pistons was, it's like, all right, man, we just need answers. And they came in and just gave them the essentials. A few veterans, a coach that was going to hold them accountable. Dwayne Casey was kind of like, let them figure it out. And, they was like, okay, that didn't work. And then it was like, Monty didn't really care. And then JB was like, okay, I see exactly what needs to be done here. He told Terajan, him and Terajan agreed. And they attacked it. So credit to all the guys in the locker room. They wanted to win. They didn't know how to win. And they turned it around. And through the losing and through the pain and the hard time, it grew them together. That's what people don't talk about. Tough times builds, and y'all can stay together, builds great camaraderie. But hey, check out the Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.